can absolutely make motion graphic videos for your faceless channels, and that is exactly what we are going to be doing in this video.
Your brain is doing about 1,000 things right now, and you have no idea about any of them. It's keeping your heart beating, deciding what to notice out of everything in this room, and quietly filing away a memory of this exact moment, all without asking your permission. Here's the weird part, your brain isn't one thing. It's more like 3 systems stacked on top of each other, each one built at a different point in history, and they don't always agree.
I'm going to be showing you step by step how you can achieve a seamless smooth motion graphics videos that looks like it was done with After Effects just using AI for free. Now, in order to achieve a smooth motion video, you need to get 2 elements, that is your script and your motion prompt. I placed the prompt I used for this particular video in the description, so all you just have to do is to change the topic and change the color code to something that agrees with your brand. Once you've done that, just go over to Claude and paste the edited prompt there. So this is exactly what Claude gave me for this particular video. Note that there is room for you to tweak the prompt to whichever way you want the video to come out. So this is just a sample. It can be better than this literally. Now, the first thing he did was to write the full script. You can just read through and see what exactly the video is all about, and then when you're done with that, it goes ahead to break down the scenes bit by bit. So what we are going to do, we are going to take the script and turn it into our audio. Once you've copied the script, you go over to ClipChamp and convert it to audio. Now, if you've seen the video I made about how to use ClipChamp effectively, that would be good, but if not, just stay with me and I'll put you through step by step. Now, when you get to the home page of ClipChamp, just click on the try for free button. This will require you to create an account with ClipChamp if you do not have an account already. So you just go with continue with Microsoft. So if you don't have a Microsoft account, you would have to create one for this to work. Once you're done with creating your account, you should see something like this as your dashboard. You can just go over to create new video over here to open a new canvas for you to work with. Okay, now that the project has been created, you just go over to this part of it and click on record and create. We want to use the text to speech feature, so we are going to just click exactly on text to speech and click on that. Alright, so there are a lot of languages and voices to choose from here, so you can just go over them and pick something that will be nice for you for the particular project. There are like different gender and tone, so you just pick the one that works well for you. There's a box created underneath it, so you can just paste the prompt we copied earlier from Claude and just paste it here. You go over it and see if there's something you would want to tweak or if there's something you would want to adjust from it. Also note that you can adjust the pace of the voice under the advanced feature. When you've chosen your preferred voice actor, you can just pick from one of these. I really find the voices in ClipChamp natural because they have like close to natural voices that will really work well for your project, so you can probably try it out and see if it works for you as well. Now, after you've chosen all of that and you've adjusted the pacing the way you want it to be, even the pitch, you can also adjust it in the advanced section. You can adjust that as well. So you just click on save and allow the model to work on it. So when it is done generating, you just check what it did, whether it works with the particular tone you want for the particular video. You can just check the voices, whether it works for how you want the video to actually sound. But if not, if it doesn't work, you can go over and change the voices to whatever you want to do. You can adjust the pitch to fit whatever you want it to or how you want it to sound like. So when we are done, the next thing is to export audio. We are exporting audio only because that is the only thing we basically need for it. Just to mention also, you can use ClipChamp to edit your videos and continue, but it is limited because it does not have some features that you get in CapCut, DaVinci, Premiere Pro and all of that. So if you're not familiar with the interface, you might be, it's a little bit tricky for a start, but you can definitely check it out so that you do everything in one place. But if not, it's very okay to just export your audios and take your audios to wherever you want to use it. Now that we've gotten the audio, you just go over to Flow, click on labs.google.com. Should take you to this interface. So you just get to click on a new project and click on the orientation. For the sake of this video, we're using 16:9, but if you're using it for shorts or as reels, you know the orientation to choose, that is 9:16. So choose the rotation, and then the model, we are using Omni Flash here, so we can change it to 10 seconds or whatever fits you. I usually like to leave this at 1x so that we don't waste credits, right? So just leave this at 1x and go over to Claude. Go over to Claude and go to the scenes. You remember the prompt we had gave us like a breakdown script and scene breakdown and then the motion prompt. So you can just scroll over to the motion prompt and pick that for scene 1. So you copy for scene 1 and go to Google Flow and paste it here. Exactly. Paste it here and you wait for the generation has been completed. You can just preview it over here. If there's anything you want to adjust from this scene, you can just type it in here and make the adjustments. That is another really great improvement for this particular model, Omni Flash. You can describe your edit here. So if you're satisfied with what you got for the first, you can just download it and take it out. But if not, you can tweak the prompt to give you something better or something else that you want. But for this particular scene, this is perfect. This is exactly what we want, so we are just going to take it like this. So after that has been generated, you go over to generate all other scenes like this by bits, and then at the end of the day, we are coming together to merge all the scenes with the audio we created before. As you are generating the scenes and downloading them, you just try to rename them according to the scene number. For example, the first one, we're going to just rename it as scene 1. Renaming it like this will just make sure everything goes smoothly. Just imagine you have about 50 scenes and they're just randomly scattered in your folder. So what I usually do is to just create a folder, and as I download the scenes, I just get to rename them so that they're in order. The last step is to take all the scenes and the audio we created and merge all of them together in any video editing software that you're okay with. We are just going to be doing simple video editing, nothing serious, just something to just polish whatever it is that the AI created. Now you go over to your CapCut app or any tool that you are used to and create a new project. Transfer all the files that you have into this project, all the scenes, and then you add the audio file. So you just add each of these scenes together in the exact format, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and scene 4, just like that. And then you go over to add the audio beneath it. Then you'll just start to play it and see if there will be need for you to increase the speed of any scene or for you to cut any part off. What you're just going to do here is to watch it and see whether the scene matches with the audio, if you will need to cut any part of the scene off, if you will need to reduce the speed or increase the speed, or if you need to cut any part of the audio off. So you're just going to do matching, and then after that go ahead to add captions. To add text, we're just going to come over to text, come over to the text panel and click on auto captions and generate the auto captions. So even if you do not want to use this particular auto caption, you just need it so that you have all the text here. You don't need to be going to Claude and to copy the script like back and forth. So we are using auto captions as a guide, but you can decide to leave it that way as well. It depends on what you actually want for your videos. So when it has generated, you go over to templates and search for the particular template you would like to use. So you're just going to adjust it to meet the exact place where you want it to be. After adjusting your text, you can decide to add more sound effects. You can decide to add more sound effects to what came along with the scenes, or you can decide to just leave it like this. Another thing you also want to do is to add some background music to it to just give it that cinematic feel. Another thing I also like to do is to add animations in between clips. Now, instead of just leaving it flat like that, as you can see for this sample, I'm using just 3 scenes. You can cut each of the scenes and add animations in between to just give it a more cinematic feel. So I just like to cut it and add some animations to it. I just cut it and cut it just so that there can be more animations. You can just choose from any of this and add it to it. So I just try to animate each of the clips that I cut just to create a very cinematic feel. So I just click on it and move over to the animation pan and check for the ones that suit that particular type of scene, right? But if you're okay with the way it is originally, you're okay with the way the scene is, there's no need to do this. You can just go ahead and export your video. When you're selecting the animations for different clips that you've already cut out of your scenes, or if it is your scenes directly that you're using them on, make sure you have them in variety, especially as the scenes are not the same, right? An animation might work for the first scene, but the second scene it wouldn't really be cinematic. So you want to like choose a variety of animations. So after you're done with your animation, you can just go over your video again to see if there's any adjustment that needs to be made. If there is no adjustment, you just go ahead and export it out. You notice that we used some pro features when we were working on the video. So if you are using a free CapCut account, you wouldn't be able to export using pro features. But if you want to know how to export, even when you use pro features and you're able to export your video as clean as it is, I made a video about that before now. I'll put the link somewhere in the description so that you go check it out. And that is exactly how you create motion graphics for your Faceless channels or your Faceless account on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube using Claude and Google Omni for free. I'd really like to know what you came up with using this method. Let me know in the comments if it works for you in this exact way. If you had any difficulty, also let me know in the comments. I'd really love to see them.